Want to thank everyone for joining us today. Everyone has been defaulted where camera's off and you have been muted. If you do have questions, just hit that little chat button at the bottom and type in your question. We'll be monitoring that throughout the webinar today, so we'll be answering your questions as they come up once we notice them. This will be recorded, and you will be sent a copy of the recording once the meeting is done. I believe that's everything for the intro. Did I forget anything, Satish?
Uh, I think, yeah, pretty much you can chat uh, till the last question sections. Yeah.
Okay, great. And we'll just warm things up, make sure everyone is awake with us. Does anyone know what the original use of AI was from, or the first usage of AI in history? If you could put your answer in the chat. Any guesses?
Any
No guesses?
guesses? Hmm.
If no one's guessing, I'm gonna have to put Satish on the spot.
Uh, my thinking is making the work automation, or yeah, that's what I was thinking about AI.
Oh, it goes back a little bit further than that. So think like World War II. They were using AI to kind of crack enemy codes. So the languages deciphering battle strategies, they were starting to use AI for that back in the day.
Wow.
And then when it comes down to the first AI programming, that was back in, I believe it was the 60s. So does anyone know the first usage of AI in a program? What that program was?
No idea. Sure.
Okay. So
Yeah,
it's
but
actually
it's
to
like
make a game of checkers. So a digital game of checkers was the first use of AI.
digital game of checkers.
Hmm.
New info.
Okay,
Thanks for that.
of course. And today we're going to be exploring AI agents for e-commerce, how to build and deploy them, and on your site today. So you see back from the humble origins of AI, it's completely different today from what it started as. But first, we're going to start with a little introduction. So I'm Shawn. I'm a conversion rate specialist here at ConversionBox. And I'm joined by Satish. He's the CEO of ConversionBox, and you have over
Hi,
15
everyone.
years of digital growth in the area. And we'll be taking you on this journey today.
Mhm.
Okay, so what is on today's agenda? First, we're going to give you an introduction. We're going to look at what AI agents are capable of, and then we'll look at why AI agents are big now, and then we'll look at what is an AI agent and what isn't, because the definition's starting to get a little blurry. It's definitely changed. And we'll look at AI agent use cases, how to build AI agents, current tools and platforms for building AI agents, things to know before you build an AI agent, data requirements, integration, and then we'll look at some use cases, some challenges, and make some future predictions of that.
All right.
Okay. So what is an AI agent? So an AI agent, it's an autonomous system that can take action, make decisions, and learn over time without human intervention. It understands context, uh, talks to multiple systems, and completes real tasks like answering product questions, recommending items, or helping with returns. It's like having a smart, always on team member who can support customers, personalize experience, and drive conversions automatically. So I don't know if anyone has seen, there's a great video going around YouTube of two people. They are using AI agents. One is calling to set a hotel reservation, and then the hotel is actually using an AI agent to receive the phone call. So they put their cell phones, like one is dialing out, one's receiving, and they put the two phones on speaker and they had the agents next to each other. And once they realized they were two AI agents talking to each other and what they were trying to do, they switched over to their own language and it was able to book this guy's hotel reservation with all the details he had. So it's not just limited to what we think AI used to be. It's grown so much in such a quick period of time.
Mhm.
Okay. So, what AI agents are not, they're not hard coded bots. They don't follow rigid scripts. They can adapt to context and user intent. They no longer need to be closely monitored. So, they're not here to replace someone's teams. They don't take over, they enhance and extend your team's capability. So, think of it as an arm or another branch within your team. It's another service to utilize. And now they're not just chats that are accessing a knowledge base. So that used to be what people thought of them in the past. You could say, okay, my AI, I'm going to train it to cover this topic. It's going to have these parameters, and this is what it's going to do. It's not just limited to that anymore. AI is breaking out away from that. So what this means is instead, your team can work alongside, they work alongside your team and the systems. So think of them as an always-on assistant that scale your support, merchandising, and CX efforts. So if one company was using an AI system to help with maybe their support ticketing schemes, they'd have it set up where it says, okay, if the AI bot can easily resolve this system, have it take care of it, give it the limited freedom it needs to go into the other systems. However, if it knows its limitations, it can escalate it to a live agent to step in and take place. So it's going to help enhance and augment your team. It's not meant to replace your agents. Okay. And then, so how an AI agent works. So, you have the customer question or action, which can trigger it. The AI agent understands the customer's intent based on their behavior, the patterns of what it's seen. From there, it can gather data from systems, for example, like a product catalog, the order history, um, any subdata, and then it decides what to do. So it could be, will it recommend another product? Will it explain something? Will it answer a question or a query? Will it escalate to someone else, or can it step in and assist? So it can also respond and take action. So it'll give you those answers, make a product suggestion, process the return. Okay.
Right.
And
So
so then
Sean, I'll
here,
take.
I'm going to, yep. Thank you, Satish. You're going to take over from here.
Yeah. Uh, I believe I'm audible to everyone. So just want to understand about the audience. So are you guys currently using any AI agents right now? Just say yes in the chat if you do that. Or no if you don't do it. Right? I'm not seeing any response here in the chat. No. Thanks, Mystery. I see some no's. Okay. All right. So I believe at least majority of the e-commerce companies are not using AI agents now, but it is getting big now. The main reason I would say is because of the breakthrough in LLMs. Like many tools like GPT-4, Claude, all these are able to give a response better, and also they are able to make the agentic actions in a much better way now rather than 2 years back. So that's why many people are right now started using AI agents, and it is very accurate. And also there is a cost inflation that is being put across on the support and sales is very high, and people are trying to automate things as much as possible. And with shopper also trying to wanted a system that is super easy for them to place an order and also do the hard work of finding the best deals, make it easier. With all the intelligence they are looking for to do it, and that is again an important element. People want the information in a simple clicks, so that is another big thing. um, the other important thing is like the many customers, at least on e-commerce the channel we grow, Many are trying to become a marketplace. They sell a lot of products. The SKU counts are increasing. That again, doing a manual work of automating things is highly impossible now. And companies are also doing AI adoption overall to make it as an advantage for them rather than some kind of an experiment. At least 2 years back, they are doing it, but now AI agents are in mainstream, so they are seeing this as an advantage for them. And it is super easy to build nowadays than it was few years back. So the cost of building an AI agent and deploying it and seeing the result is very cheaper than it used to be. All right. So let's jump into the some of the use cases in e-commerce before we see what are the tools available to build. The first one is use case we see is the product discovery agent. So what we could see is like you could the Google is itself is changing into an AI answer engines. They are just made a tab called AI made AI tab. So the same thing is happening across even on the e-commerce sites. Like people are stuck with earlier with the search results, filters, all these things. Now the systems are getting smarter. They are generating responses in AI-based responses and also give them options based on the AI responses. So it understands the user's intent and respond to those things. And even people can search through voice, and those are pretty intuitive for users' product discovery journey. And even on the nowadays if you look at in Amazon on the product page itself, people are asking question can ask questions about the product information. Those things are also being answered by these AI agents. So the discovery part is kind of made automated nowadays, and that's a big win. And people who are using this kind of product discovery agents or shopping assistants kind of seeing a big uplift on the conversion rates. And the other use case we also see is the merchandising agent. So merchandising is the most manual task people used to do earlier. Maybe from 2015, there are some kind of automations happened. Now with this AI invention of the LLM, all these things get more smarter now. The product bundling, which used to be a very time-consuming one, not very accurate, are now being very accurate. Even and product recommendation and cart pages based on the items that are added in the cart. It used to be a very difficult process to implement, but that is now made very automated and at a cheaper price. Anybody can implement those kind of product recommendations that are very accurate, not just for the sake of showing some products. And automatically, you can rank your products at the top or reorder the rankings, all these things you can do. These can be completely AI driven. The manual task is completely taken out of the thing. Even optimizing the pricing can be done through this AI approach. It can detect the pricing of your competitors of the product and optimize the product if you want repricing strategy. So repricing based AI are also available in the market right now. The other use cases, which is now very new to the market, is conversion optimization agents. These are basically an tool that understands user browsing patterns, what they're clicking, and recommending the uh, required changes on the website, and also optimize your abandoned cart follow-ups, emails, or optimizing the retargeting ads, all these things. This conversion optimization agents are doing it. This is a very new entrant into this use cases. Uh, this is used to be a manual effort in the past. Now it has been automated. So that the manual effort of looking into the sites session recording or the heat maps is not going to be anymore needed. Everything would be automated. These conversion agents will understand that and provide you the recommended workflows for the user customer journey. And the other use case is checkout and post purchase agents. Many customers drop on the checkout pages because of so many issues, maybe the pricing, or there is a additional shipping cost added to the page, or it could be like any payment issues. So if there is an AI agent that sits on the checkout page, if it can identify the user's intent, why there is a delay, all these things, this system can alert the user, hey, we can provide an $25 discount or free shipping if you add an additional $10 on your cart, or you can use an alternate option to get a discount or alternate method for payments. So an checkout shopping agent would be an very effective one, even in case if you are if you are seeing and drop in the checkout like many people are abandon the cart on the checkout pages. Tools like ConversionBox helps these kind of build these checkout agents for you guys. So that's another big advantage. And also the post purchase questions like where is my order, and any feedback about our deliveries or anything like that. You can add those things through this post purchase checkout options. Um, so you don't need a support agent for all these things. Those things, the system itself can check your backend and respond to the user or collect the feedback. And maybe the feedback can be useful for the conversion agents to optimize the customer journey. So it's and two agents can also work together. This is one of the scenarios you can try. All right. Any questions? All right, I think still no questions. Okay. So the other biggest one, A agent is always the customer support. Uh, the customer support is completely reimagined now. People can easily automate these tickets or repeated questions kind of things through these AI agents. That's a big thing now. Already, like people can self-service them for refund, tracking, order tracking, or return request. All these things can be automated through these AI agents. Even the support team can also have an AI agent for them. So if they wanted to issue a refund, the system itself can do that for them, or check the order status or product availability status. The AI agents can do that for that. You can build a tool not only for your customers, even for support agents to reduce their work. So people used to take 5 or 10 people to support a customer. To support the customers can do those same kind of tasks at least with 3 people. It has made their life much easier. So definitely a big win on the customer support side, these AI agents are. And tools like Roundview, Gorgias does these things well. And the other use case I could see, and let me see. Yeah, there is no questions. Okay. The other important thing is definitely on the inventory and operation side. Um, Basically, the inventory and how many products are available on the warehouses. If it is sold out, you need to update on your website. You have to place an order to your suppliers, or whenever the product is in stock, send out an email to your customers. All these things are too much manual efforts to be done. It can be automated whenever there is an inventory, and even when somebody is making a decision on discounts, these things can be helpful in providing that information to the users. So inventory and operations optimization can be done through these AI agents. There are some tools available right now to do these things in a little bit automated way, but things can be much automated with an understanding of what the user's intent, and we can make it live pretty easily. And the other important aspect is collecting feedback from your users. So already there are some tools that sets up the follow emails, like after 10 days of email order they send out an email and collect the feedback. But what these days it has happened is, you send an email, collect a feedback, instantly reply to them, or send them some kind of a promotions, or instantly respond to them with an human understanding. Whatever they're responding, you can uh, add an human touch to those feedbacks and respond to them instantly. So, if there is any negative feedback alone, it can route to the support team. Otherwise, if it is positive and engaging, the system itself can handle those things. So, again, it is little bit, it was automated earlier. Now it has brought an human kind of intelligence touch to the collecting feedback. And if there is any good feedback for site speed or conversions, it can provide that information to the conversion agents. All right, I could see, is it safe to use AI agents for customer? I got a question. Is it safe to use an AI agent on customer interaction? Um, Definitely yes, but you need to do a proper training and testing it before deploying it to your customers. We even work with a legal company. They provide legal advices to the visitors on the site. So even we work with those legal advisors through our AI agents. So we trained it properly, we tested it properly, and went live. So similarly, you can also do it for your customers, but testing, tuning the AI systems, agent systems is the most critical thing here. So the next one is the analytics and optimization agent. So uh, we are collecting a lot of information about our sites, traffic, and order history, all these things in different places. But with the AI agent, it can collect informations from all these tools like analytics, order history, and the inventory feedback. All these things it can collect and understand the users' need, where the customers are moving towards, all these things, and recommend what kind of promotions you should be selling it now. If in case if it has an weather information, it can also ask you to promote certain products. So these kind of collecting data from multiple data sources and making a decision to improve your site's conversion or improve your overall revenue, that's the future of the AI agents. So that's right now possible. The other one is marketing agents. Marketing is pretty much, if you're running Google Ads, you might know everything is moving towards PMAX. So you can build your own AI agent for ads to understand what are the channels performing for you, what kind of personalized product offers you can provide. All these things you can automate. Even if you can automate your loyalty points, what loyalty points or rewards will be very appealing for certain type of customers. These things can be AI optimized, or at least it can generate an hypothesis what would be the best loyalty programs that you can launch. You can do that. Many AI loyalty based reward companies are implementing these AI agents to automate things to improve the engagement with their customers. So the next one is obviously everything can be improved with an AI enabled internal. Your internal operations can be automated to an extent. Not all you can do it, but to an extent, many tasks can be automated. with a knowledge intelligence gained from the data, you can at least make an improvement on day-to-day task, even a 10 to 20% on every internal operations that you do will definitely make things better. And the way you can provide and tools like this to your employees also will make them more powerful and make their work more automated. They'll feel very empowered. So try to identify what are the things that you're still doing automated, outdated methods like updating the products in the marketplaces, or doing product sync, or even doing all these kind of promotions manually. So try to build some kind of an AI agentic approach. Definitely have a human in the loop, but make things automated as that are repetitive tasks. Those things you can automate with these kind of AI agents. Um, any questions? Right. Right. So the next one is how to build an AI agents. I believe I don't see a question, so I'm jumping on to the next topic. So how to build an AI agents? There are two options you can do. One is you can build it using existing pre-built AI agent platforms, or you can build your own LLMs and your own API engines. So you can do that. So building with a pre-built one specifically for, in case if you guys are in e-commerce, specifically for e-commerce, would make your life easier, because uh, you can go into the production as quick as possible, and you can see the benefits. And most importantly, if those pre-builds are there, these kind of training the system to before deploying it to the customer, you don't need it. You can set your tone, your brand voice, all these things pretty quickly, and you can launch that. So all you have to do is just plug into your product catalog, and what are the intents and use cases you want to run, brand voicing, all these things you can automate. And even if you have FAQ documents, PDF files, all these things you can upload. So the system can understand your product's knowledge, and also you can also upload the order customer data so that it can understand your customers and order informations. So it will make things much easier. So the process, often it will be a faster one with minimal code. And most importantly, these pre-built modules get updated every now and then. AI world is changing rapidly. These LLMs are advancing every day. So these things will be taken care by these platforms itself. You don't need to work. Everything is pre-tested, so you don't need to worry about hallucination or any other effects. But the problem is definitely there might be some less flexibility here. If you want to implement some kind of a custom logic very specific to your business, it might be a difficulty one. But definitely many companies like us, ConversionBox, we are open for customizations. So we understand those things and implement it. And the other important thing is these are usage based or outcome based pricing. So it could be slightly pricier than your own building, but however, the cost to deploy on your own and the development time, if you look into those things, it will be cheaper. The next one is building your own LLMs and APIs. You can use workflows tools like N8N and other things and build your customization. And LLMs, OpenAI is free, Claude is free, Mistral is free, Llama is free. You can build your own LLMs and train these engines. All these are open sourced, so you can try to build the LLMs on your own. And it is pretty much build your LLM, understand what to be trained, what kind of information needs to be trained, all these things you provided to that, and build your own infrastructure, all these lang chain, pinecone, all these uh, vector search tools you can use. That can also help you in building these two AI agents pretty quickly. And pros is definitely you can bring your own custom logic for sure, and you have a absolute control on your data, UX, cost, all these things, and it is easy to integrate with any systems. Uh, but the negative side is always the cost to time to go live is at least 3 to 6 months. Sometimes it will go for a year. And there is always a shortage on AI ML talents these days. So that is again an bigger advantage if you use a pre-existing one. Um, the negative one is you have to always maintain whenever there is an update on the LLMs, you have to take care of those things, security, all these things you have to invest time on. So this is a quick comparison if you go with pre-built or custom built, your own. So pre-built in 1 to 7 days you can go live. You'll get an customer support agent. You don't need to worry about the server cost or scaling part. Everything will be taken care. If you custom build it, you have to deploy engineers, you have to have your own servers set up, everything you have to manage. So if you are in a mid-sized company, it would be a difficult case to manage. But enterprise, Fortune 500 companies, they will have their own team. They will build their own infrastructure. So some of the current tools that we wanted to show you that at least the pre-built tools that helps in building these AI agents. Uh, Depending on the use cases, like if you're trying to just improve customer support and conversions, definitely Roundview is a better option. Uh, there is an agent triggers, exit intent, all these things are available in the platform. You can try that. And ConversionBox is an AI agent for product discovery, merchandising, and also shopping assistant. So ConversionBox can handle those things. Intercom again can take care of customer support and onboarding. But the problem is it is not e-commerce specific, whereas Roundview and ConversionBox are e-commerce specific. This is more of an SaaS based product. Klarna AI Assistant is out there to handle post-purchase customer experience questions, and Shopify Sidekick is available to for easily manage your store, create any new applications, or all these things can be done through Shopify Sidekick. Right. So the other important aspect whenever you do this kind of building your own, or even if you're trying to use a predetermined one, uh, there has to be APIs being provided by the platforms. At least your platform should support the APIs based sending information. Um, Maybe most of the modern platforms like Shopify, Adobe Commerce, BigCommerce, and WooCommerce, all these support these things. So basically, you have to send the informations about titles, descriptions, tags, or if it is FAQs, product text documents, all these things you can do along with the order, shipping information, and even informations like heat maps, cart activity, all these things you have to share to these AI agents or with these LLMs to do a better optimization on your site. Um, so, at least with commerce platforms, as I said, it is pretty automated. Help desk softwares, if you have like Gorgias, Zendesk, they also provide the past conversation informations through API. Analytics provides all these information, your website contents through API itself, and CMS sites like Drupal, WordPress also provides the website content through APIs. Right? Any questions? How do you think customers will adapt to AI agents? Uh, I think that's a great question, Craig. How do you think customers will adapt to AI agents? Um, we strongly believe that already they are adapted to the AI agents, like you take writing emails, or if you go to many of the, like take example Google's Workspace, on many of the platforms you could see an AI agent being available already on these tools. And take any SaaS platforms, they are also seeing those things. So people are already adapting to these AI agents, and if there is a tool that automates those things, they would be happy. And it is nowhere going to replace them. It's going to make them better. So they would be willing to try all these new AI agents. Specifically, if you take customer support agents, AI agents make their at least would make them 30 to 40% smarter than what they were doing before these AI agents. Uh, our feedback is definitely AI agents are being accepted by the customers. So some of the real world use case I would want to share is um, definitely Amazon Rufus. If you look at it, um, handles like if you go to Amazon's product page, or on the top of the Amazons, you could see this Rufus symbol. It answers questions to the users, product related questions, comparisons, all these things can be done. On the specific product page, also you can ask information about the product and recommendations. It summarizes pretty well. And Shopify Sidekicks helps users to automate the merchant tasks, managing the site task. All these things can be automated. I'm seeing another question here. Okay. All right. So let me jump on to the next thing. So, of course, AI agents being deployed, at least many companies are starting to be deploying these things. It also comes with limitations. The first limitation is the LLM training. So it's not all agents would be able to understand the user's intent properly. So there has to be a lot of training has to be put forward to make the agents understand the context. Even some cases it might also not understand it or some training. So it is an evolving process, but you have to start somewhere to invest on these things. Otherwise, it will not get mature in pretty in coming days, right? So at least most of the general thing is optimized now, mature now. Only in information about your company, those things needs to be trained properly. So even if you do after 3 years also, the same kind of pain, the same kind of training should be done. So nothing would be automated at that time. So LLMs are trained now, mature now. Only the custom information about your company needs to be trained. If you do that properly, the agents will work well. And obviously, providing enough information is critical. If you're not providing catalog informations, FAQ, or past conversations, the system will not make any new assumptions. The worst thing, again, if you have a poor output is better rather than fake output. So if you don't have enough information, if the AI agents are not able to complete the task or respond, I don't have the information, that is okay, rather than giving a fake information or completing a fake task with the limited knowledge. So our recommendation is poor input will be poor output, not an hallucinated output. Um, so agents in general are pretty good in handling the repetitive task, but if there is an edge case, very complex situations, it may not be able to handle it. So in those situations, the system is going to say, I can't do it, or we don't have the information. So the human can then jump in and fix those things. That way the system will learn. So there has to be established a smart feedback or fallback system that will help the system to gain knowledge and also hand it off to the human. So that is pretty important for these AI agents. And the next one is definitely on the depth of the knowledge varies by platforms. That's why we always say if you're deploying an AI agent, try to go with an e-commerce specific companies like ConversionBox or RoundView to build your own AI agents rather than the generic one like Intercom, which is an SaaS based support agent, not an e-commerce support agent. So have these kind of pre-built platforms that are very specific to your industry rather than not specific one. So that is highly critical. Otherwise, the knowledge information or knowledge depth will vary for on your website. And obviously, the AI agents or these LLMs are slightly slow because it takes time to think and based on the information it is responding. So there is a real-time differences. Even if you look into the chat GPT, they are animating by typing one by one letters. It's not instantly coming. So try to create some kind of an animated streaming kind of effect for your customers while the system is thinking. Otherwise, it will not be very engaging for a customer standpoint view. So provide a streaming kind of response time, something like that. And definitely this as a risk. Um, so basically, if you are too dependent on these AI agents without monitoring those things, sometimes the AI agents can also do some kind of uh, bad responses. And if that is not corrected automatically, it will assume the responses are correct. So try to have a manual check every now and then. There should be a human in the loop on many things. Otherwise, over dependency on these kind of AI agents might result in the bad experience for your company, your customers, and everything. So those are some of the limitations we could see. And the other important thing, what we see is the future of AI agents is going to be, in our opinion, customer experience not is going to be changed completely. The customer support and customer experience are going to be merged, and it's going to be one area that will be definitely revamped for e-commerce. And if your CRM, your e-commerce site, your customer support tool, along with your CRO tool, if all integrated, those kind of fully integrated system will make a big difference. That will be there. And the AI agents will be of continuous learning tool. So that if it continuously learn, it will deliver better performance, and there'll be a, more success rate than without any continuous learning. And AI agents are the only possibility that can make the personalization at a scale right now. Otherwise, you'll be just going by rules. Current e-commerce sites are personalized by rules-based approach, not user behavior-based approach. So AI agents are one possible thing. And many teams will love these kind of agents and will start building their own agents for multiple purposes. Again, these things will definitely improve your productivity, organization's productivity, and it will act as a difference maker between you and the other companies. So, as always, we feel that is people who are AI is not going to replace jobs or replace companies. Companies or people who use AI effectively will be replacing you. Try to take advantage of these AI agents and make a difference in your organization. So we strongly believe AI agents are no longer any more experimental thing. It is a must-have for e-commerce companies. At least start deploying on your sites and measure some success. The cost has reduced significantly, and always have human in the loop. All the decisions or make the training, everything, have a human in the loop to validate the success. So as a part of webinar, we provide ConversionBox AI agents like uh, the product assistant or product discovery assistants for free. So you can sign up for that free audit in our tool to your site, conversionbox.ai. You can sign up for that. But in case if your company is looking for a full AI audit or in an exclusively kind of thing, we can do that using this. This is an AI readiness audit provided by our partner company, Commerce Shop. So they would be ready to do a full audit on your site and provide what are the AI opportunities you have. So you can sign up for that too, or you can get this free implementation of the shopping assistant and merchandising assistant on your site by signing up with ConversionBox. In any way, we can help you with that. It is completely free for all these attendees. So try to take advantage of it, or at least see that in your development environment and try to grow. So I think that's what we have. Any questions? I have a question like, can AI agents work for companies of any size? What's the minimum size it needs to be? So the question is AI agents, is there any specific company size to deploy? Absolutely no. It can work for any companies. If you are having a customer, at least 1,000 plus customers, you should have an AI agent. And building those AI agents are very effective, very cheaper now. So there is not at least 1,000, I would say 1,000 plus customers. You should try to think about this. Any other questions? All right, sounds good. Um, there's one more question. How much human support is still needed after adding AI agents? Um, I would say like 5 hours of time, 5 to 10 hours of your time at least would be, if you do it properly, that will be required. Or you can work with companies like us. We provide a customer support, customer success managers. They will take care of all these human support needed for these AI agents. They will optimize, they will engage with you. So just maybe 1 hour time is more than enough on a monthly basis. Our customer support team will take care of that. If you do it on your own, 5 to 10 hours, if you work with pre-built AI agents companies, it will be 1 hour or 2 hours maximum in a month. Any other questions? All right. Thanks for your time, guys. Have fun with these AI agents. I think the future is going to be these agents. Uh, let's catch up with you on another interesting topic. And until that time, have a great day, guys. See you guys.